Love in all thy son's command.
Approximately 2:30 this afternoon, and all aboard will be 9 o'clock.
All right. Yeah. But
microphone. So, yes, and I talk a lot too. So we're just waiting. They're just double counting our tickets before we leave. And what I'm going to do is just and he says, if I can become American, this is his aim in life. So, and it doesn't matter which side of the bus you're on. We've been having. Now we're going to be going en route to the Butchart Gardens along the beautiful waterfront of Victoria, showing you. That is the USA we're looking at, exactly 18 miles across the Straits of Juan de Fuca. So you can see the blue shadowy mountains in the background. With a bit of luck they'll clear, and we should be able to 50th birthday this year. A lot of the early houses and hotels were all built in around here in this beautiful old home. That one is built approximately 1898. So we do have beautiful across this great distance about 30 years ago to raise money. We got to head back to the States. The big ones are there. Now that's right now. And the kids are welcome to go in a couple of 100 meters away from the ocean. Now as we make this turn, have a look on our left-hand side and we'll see two little houses, $60,000. So there really aren't any houses under $560,000. Lots of different styles to see. And beautiful rhododendrons. It's huge though. It's actually got 54 rooms in it. That's I know, because my friend Larry was the chief electrician on that project. Well, we don't really care what the houses look like ultimately. It's what they do with their garden that counts. Gardening is hobby number one in this city. One of the golfers said together, well, Harry, you couldn't hit the side of a bus. And then of course we trundled along and he goes, oh yeah, when I see them so close to us teeing off like that. I found it in Vancouver. Yes, it was. So the three killer whales that were residents of that show are actually still living.
okay, this is the name of the place, the gift shop. But we'll see that later, I'm sure. There's some little plants.
The glare.
The exit.
Otherwise, we get a number.
He said we go clockwise and we come to all of these gardens. Hi there. Okay, here's a little walkthrough.
Sit there. Picture of me. I'll sit down by him.
Onward. Smells nice.
Doesn't show up as nice. Maybe you can. I don't know if it's done or not yet. Wish I knew which was recording. Where everybody else was, we're going backwards.
200 million years or so. 6 feet across. Do not pick the flowers. Okay. You're probably an American. You probably have a gun in your pocket. They had to design this. This was their first garden that they designed. Look at this.
Oh, hey.
Here's a statue. Oh no, it's not. It's a person. Yeah, there he went. Yeah. Any glass?
Very old rose now, and they've looked after it with the felt antlers, you know, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer antlers. They're a hit at the office party. Aspect of Canadian history. Town with all its beautiful little restaurants and shops. That was all filmed around here. Mel Gibson had a motorcycle chase down Fantown Alley and pursued by. This is a very busy brew pub and restaurant, and they have live music there. You can see people already stopping by. It was constructed by the same man who built the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Ours, of course, not nearly as this. Is coming in. It's called the Coho, and it's coming. It will be docking in a matter of moments. And that is a vehicle ferry, so it's coming in loaded architect. And a few years later, they asked him to build another building, and he built the Empress Hotel, which will just be in approximately 10 minutes. So we're just going to stop here.
And yeah, there's the Clipper moving out as well, so lots of activity.
Now on our way back to the ship, you can see on our left-hand side, we're passing a museum background, which we won't be having that silhouette much longer. Nice places along here to sit out on the deck and have a meal or a margarita or something. Of course, it gets a little chilly here in the evenings, so most people do like to go out and see the gardens. It's a great trip from Victoria to Seattle. It gets a little wild in the winter time. They don't build things that are going to be there for a long time and very expensive. The cheapest unit there was about 500 square feet, and it was $500,000. As we drive by, you can see some of the penthouses with their 40-foot windows. See that leaves sort of almost, but you can actually begin to see the peaks of the mountains across there. Just where we're in the direction that Peter's sitting at the front of the bus, you can actually see how the peaks. Still lots of locals, and of course now there's a few more locals. Some even have fishing rods walking on the breakwater, but they're also coming to look at the cruise ships.